Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, I have a date with the love of my life tonight! Said Wyatt over and over again, as he and Zach were talking in the hallway. I know it's exciting, said Zach, but you're starting to make me a little deaf. Sorry, said Wyatt. It's just I've never been so good at talking to girls before. No, I'm going on that date with Wyatt. It's a lot, but exciting at the same time. I can bet, said Zach. Also, aren't football tryouts happening today? Yeah, said Wyatt. Speaking of, I have to get going. See you, Wyatt, said Zach, as he headed for the front of the school. Wyatt then headed for the football field. The weather was like no other today. The sky was a no-cloud zone. The weather was just right, and football tryouts were going on. Hello, everyone, said the coach. I am Coach Johnson, and welcome to the football tryouts. For today's tryouts, you will need to traverse this obstacle course that goes all around the field, and it will test your skills that you need in order to make it on the team. Now there are about 90 of you, and only around 50 or so will make a spot. The first 50 of you will make it on the team, so keep that in mind. Now go, go, go! Wyatt and the rest of the teams ran to the start of the obstacle course. The first part was sprints, where you had to run to one end of the field back and forth for a few times. The second part was catching footballs from many different angles and testing you on your reflexes. The third part was throwing and seeing how good your throwing is. The final part is tackling a dummy to the ground. The teams raced as fast as they could through the course. As time went along, anyone who messed up was getting called by the coach and packing up. Wyatt was nervous, but he was able to get his legs to use and got past the first part. Right around here, Deegan was watching from the bleachers and taking photos for the yearbook. She was getting a few texts and calls from her mother because she wasn't just doing this for the yearbook. When Tegan didn't answer, Jessie was getting nervous and a little angry. She decided to take matters into her own hands and got in her car and drove to Mando High School. During this, Wyatt had passed the second part and was almost done with the third part. Tegan was cheering for him so well that she should have been on the cheer squad. Tegan's mother had just gone to the school and tracked her phone and knew she was on the bleachers. Wyatt had finished the third part by this point and was now on the last part of the obstacle course. He was having a little trouble in tackling the dummy to the ground, and Tegan saw this. Right when Jessie was so close to Tegan, she gave the biggest cheer for Wyatt. You can do it, Wyatt Murphy! You can do it! I know you can! No. Tegan had turned around to find her mother, looking angrier than the birds. What were you doing? Said Jessie. I was taking pictures for the yearbook, said Tegan as she tried to cover up what she just said. And why in the blue blazes were you cheering for the rival's son? Said Jessie. Just cheering? Said Tegan. You and me are going home this instant, said Jessie as she took Tegan with her. Wyatt heard Tegan's cheering, and it gave him the strength he needed to pass the course. The coach then shook his hand. Welcome to the team, said Johnson. Wyatt then looked at where Tegan was sitting, only to find her mother talking to her in the car, taking her to the car. Wyatt then ran after them with all he could. Wait here, said Jessie as she went to the nearby bathroom. Tegan then saw Wyatt and ran to him. Wyatt, said Tegan. Tegan, said Wyatt, as they hugged each other. I made the team, said Wyatt. Congratulations, said Tegan. I knew you could do it. Not without your cheering, said Wyatt. Yeah, sorry for my mother, said Tegan. The rivalry has gotten to her as well. So has my mother, said Wyatt. I just wish that someday we could see each other without our parents being walls. I wish, said Tegan. Are we still on for dinner? Said Wyatt. After a long lecture, yes, said Tegan. Great, said Wyatt. Wyatt and Tegan then looked into each other's eyes as they went for a kiss. But the bathroom door started to open, and the two of them saw Gaga, said Wyatt as they ran off in a hurry. Come on, Tegan, said Jessie. Your father will want to hear about this. Tegan sighed as she went into the car and drove off.